After the closing bell tonight, index funds tracking the NASDAQ 100 will have to start buying SpaceX stock whether they want to or not. There are more than $800 billion in assets that directly track the NASDAQ 100, more than half of which from Invesco's QQQ. JP Morgan estimates that there will be about $4.3 billion worth of forced purchases flows into SpaceX by funds that have to reflect its weighting in the composite before it officially appears there tomorrow.
As you heard, SpaceX to be added to the NASDAQ 100, resulting in enormous amounts of forced buying of SpaceX stock. We'll talk more about what this means shortly. Before we get to that though, some big news today. xAI is officially dead. Don't take my word for it, straight from the horse's mouth. The xAI name has officially been retired and replaced with SpaceXAI. In the end, this was inevitable. Back in March, the formerly xAI account with this to-the-point recruiting post. In order to understand the universe, you must explore the universe. I don't know about you guys, but I'm currently aware of just one AI company with a publicly stated mission of exploring the universe. Over on the SpaceXAI website, if we have a quick scroll, see some of the products. You got Chat, the LLM, Grok Build, incredible by the way. Grok Imagine for images, video generation, plus Grok Voice. We scroll past all of this, look at some of these key numbers. 400 million plus queries processed daily. 200,000 GPUs in Colossus. One mission to understand the universe, which fundamentally means discovering new physics, which will enable the further exploration of the universe and further discoveries. Truly the nerdiest and most epic mission of all time. While we're here, I've noticed some updates. New voices. Let's have a look at this. 21 new flagship Grok voices. For those unaware, Grok Voice prior to these 21 new voices was already crushing it at the top of the AI voice leaderboards. The opportunity here is enormous. Tesla investors, those who've been paying attention, do not forget about the Macro Hard project and some of the low-hanging fruit, which includes customer service, customer support, and sales roles. Check this out. We now have Grok voice agents. Deploy intelligent speech-to-speech voice agents for customer support, sales, and more. Number one on the Tower Voice leaderboard. Sub-second latency. These agents natively in 25 plus languages at a cost of 5 cents per minute. In fact, let's do a quick little demo right now.
Hey, I'm Ara. How can I help?
Hi, Ara. What can you help me with?
I can help with new Starlink orders or support for existing accounts. For a new order, I can check what's available at your address and help place it. If you're an existing customer, I can verify your account and assist with any issues. What are you looking for today?
I would like to become a Starlink customer.
I'd be happy to help you get set up with Starlink. To get started, could you tell me the address where you'd like to install it? Once I have that, I can check what's available and the pricing for you.
Yes, I live in a tent in Bullshit Hill in South Australia in the Flinders Ranges.
I'd be happy to check availability for you there. I found a match for Bullshit Hill in the Flinders Ranges, South Australia. At your location, both the Starlink Standard and Starlink Mini kits are available. The Standard kit is $299 upfront with monthly plans starting at $120 for up to 200 megabits per second or $250 for up to 500 megabits per second. The Mini kit is $599 upfront with a $50 monthly plan for 50 gigabytes or $52 $165 for unlimited data. Which one sounds better for your setup? And do you have a preferred plan?
Actually, let me think about it for a while.
No problem at all. Take your time. If you have any questions about the kits, plans, or how it works in a tent setup, just let me know and I'll be happy to explain. When you're ready to move forward or want to check something else, I'm right here. Take care.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? For those wondering, yes, Bullshit Hill is a real location. Those were real estimates from a real place in Australia, in Australian dollars. Imagine an infinitely knowledgeable, infinitely patient, extremely coherent, natural language agent, able to do customer support, answer any question instantly. This is a peek into the potential of the Macro Hard project, the joint venture, the collaboration between Tesla utilizing potentially their existing fleet of Tesla vehicles with customer consent and SpaceXAI. Now, to be clear, these agents are already available. This is already a real product, even prior to the MacroHard project. But Musk has made it quite clear. The goal for the MacroHard project is to create potentially hundreds of thousands, millions of human emulators that can mimic entire corporations. So consider these early voice agents a micro preview of the potential of MacroHard. Let's do one more demo. This time we'll pick Rex. Let's see how Rex handles this.
Hey, I'm Rex. How can I help? I'm here to help with new orders, support for your existing setup, or any questions about Starlink. What's going on?
Hi Rex. I live in Yorkeys Knob in Australia and I am interested in Starlink. What products do you have available?
I'd be happy to check what's available for your address in Yorkeys Knob. I've got a match for Yorkeys Knob, Australia. At your location, we have the Starlink Standard Kit for $299 upfront, with a residential plan at $120 per month or a priority plan at $250 per month. There's also the Starlink Mini Kit for $599 with a 50 gigabyte plan at $50 per month or an unlimited plan at $165 per month. Delivery is estimated at 1 to 2 weeks. Which one are you leaning toward, or do you have any questions about them?
Rex, I think I'll need some time to decide, but I did have another question maybe you can help me with.
Sure, take all the time you need to decide. I'm happy to help whenever you're ready. What's the question on your mind? I'll do my best to get you.
I was just talking to one of my girlfriends and she seems to be a little bit upset and out of sorts. So I said, babe, what's wrong? Is everything okay? You seem a little bit upset. And she said, I'm fine. So I said, okay. And then I went and got back to my office and kept working. And now she's really mad. What happened?
It sounds like the classic I'm fine trap. When she says that, it usually means she's not fine at all. Next time, try gently asking what she really means or if there's something specific bothering her. She probably wanted you to dig a little deeper. If there's anything Starlink related I can help with in the meantime, just let me know.
Thank you so much for your help, Rex. I think you have saved my relationship. I'll get back to you about the Starlink products. Thanks again. I love you, man.
Haha, glad I could help. Happy to be the relationship savior. Take your time deciding on the product and feel free to reach out anytime. I'm always here to help with Starlink or anything else. Have a great day.
Okay, guys. Holy shit, that was amazing. I had no idea how that was going to go. I thought they might be locked into I can only help you with Starlink, but that was amazing. Again, this is a bit of a peek into the future potential of MacroHard. That was a long detour. Let's get back to SpaceX's inclusion in the NASDAQ 100.
SpaceX's weight in the NASDAQ 100 will be very small at first, less than 1%. And these funds will have to sell a little bit from the other constituents in the index in order to make room, but the impact will be spread out over the other names, so it shouldn't be noticeable. We've never seen something like this happen, though, at this scale so quickly after an IPO. Remember, several months ago, NASDAQ altered its rules to allow for a fast tracking of mega cap companies into its flagship index. Instead of waiting months with a double-digit float, companies that would have a top 40 market cap can be included after 15 trading days, even if they have a pretty small float. But SpaceX's weighting in the index will grow as its float does. We'll see that happen as the company starts to lift its lockup, allowing insiders to sell, and that could start as soon as next month. And then SpaceX may opt to do secondary offerings over time, which would bolster the float size as well. However, markets tend to front-run these rebalances, especially one as well telegraphed as SpaceX. So the expected forced buying may already be reflected in the stock price. It's up about 1.6% pre-market today, guys.
So what does this really mean? First, for those who don't know, the NASDAQ 100 is a stock index, which includes the 100 largest non-financial companies in the US. Obviously, it captures all the big tech companies, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Meta, and so on. So when a stock gets added, in this case, SpaceX stock, any funds tracking the NASDAQ 100 must buy SpaceX stock in proportion to its free float market cap. Now, this is an important distinction. SpaceX's IPO float, where they raised, call it $85 billion in total, that's only about 4% of the company's total market cap. The other roughly 96% of stock is currently locked up. Ordinarily, the weighting in the NASDAQ 100 is based on the company's free float market cap, the shares that are actually available to purchase and sell, not those locked up. However, But companies with a free float below about a third of their overall market cap, and again, SpaceX is like 4%, I'll typically add a multiplier on this. In the case of SpaceX, it looks like the multiplier is close to 3 times. So that 4% is closer to 12%. We don't know the exact numbers yet. But what this means simply is that each time a new SpaceX share lockup expires and insiders now have the ability to sell, that is contributing to adding to the free float market cap of SpaceX, meaning at each lockup expiry, there's more forced buying from indexes like the NASDAQ 100. This may help somewhat stabilize things around the lockups. And I just want to emphasize may and somewhat. Much like Tesla, I expect SpaceX stock itself to be extremely volatile for years, if not decades to come. Speaking of volatile, Tesla stock today surged 6.69%, closing just under $420 per share. That puts Tesla roughly 15% away from its 52-week high of just under $500 per share. And it's also not far off 50% above its 52-week low. If you ever wanted an insight into what volatility looks like in just 2 numbers, this is it. Over the past 1 year, Tesla has been on sale anywhere from $288.77 per share all the way up to $498.82. Now, just imagine a publicly traded company whose mission is to establish a self-sustaining civilization on Mars and to simultaneously explore and understand the universe. In short, excitement is guaranteed. Thanks for watching. If you appreciate the content and want to support the channel, check out the links below where you can get early access to daily videos, unlock hundreds of exclusive pieces of content, and plenty more. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.